Dunedin's Night Shelter Trust was established in 2002 after a study found a need for a homeless shelter in the city. The shelter itself came 4 years later and it's been recently dealing with an increase in numbers. Deputy Chairman Kevin Tansley is here with an update. Good evening.
Hi.
You're dealing with an increase in numbers. What kind of figures are we talking?
We've had a big increase, 46% over last year. We've had 495 bed nights, which to us represents a huge number of people.
What is behind the increase?
It's very hard to say. There's the legal highs, those sort of things, they tend to be a problem. We're finding more and more women becoming in need of our services. So those are some of the drivers for our huge increase, we think.
So what is the effect on the shelter itself?
Oh, clearly it has an effect on us. The place is, we need more food, that sort of thing. But also because we're finding some of our people who are coming, because of these legal highs and other things, these synthetic type drugs, they can be a little bit more assertive, puts a greater strain on our staff, and with the increased number of women coming, we're now having to find female volunteers to come and help supervise at night.
So what sort of people are using the service? Are these people that are completely homeless?
Yes, it's a funny old situation. In New Zealand we have no formal definition of what's homeless. So somebody could be living in a garage, and that's obviously not suitable, and that somebody could be living under a bridge somewhere. So there is no one single definition of what is homeless. Is
it strictly a case, do you think, that more people are homeless and that's why you're seeing bigger numbers, or is it do you know how much of an effect this legal high business is really having?
Well, we're finding quite a large increase, and we're finding also when we talk to our colleagues in mental health and other areas, they're saying exactly the same thing.
That they're spending all of their money on legal highs instead of...
Some are, and we're just finding more and more of those.
What sort of stories are you hearing from these people that are coming to stay with you?
We have a variety of stories. It's not just people with drug and alcohol problems. We have people, there's a guy, for example, who's almost retirement age tradesperson, lost his family, came down here to try and retrieve how it was all going to work. They didn't want him, kicked out. So people like that come and stay with us, and we have these stories of people wanting to use the night shelter as a bit of a refuge as well while they try and deal with their problems.
Is there anywhere else for them to go?
Oh no, we are the only real place, and in fact we often get referrals by all sorts of agencies. And so the people who do come to us, and as I say, increased number of women and things like that, these are desperate people. And in fact, if you look down the main street, you can now see people begging down the main street. I got stopped a couple of days ago outside the public hospital, somebody asking me for money. Almost unheard of sort of things are happening now. So these are the demands, and now there are more and more people out there who've just got no place to go.
Now you're trying to buy the shelter itself?
Yes.
How are you going with funding?
It's got off to a good start, but we're going to be making a public appeal later this year, and it's based on the concept of how to eat an elephant, and it's one bite at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to off bits of our night shelter, so people could buy a bed, buy a toilet, buy a hand basin, that sort of thing. In other words, get it to a manageable amount. We're trying to raise $650,000, and for us that's our elephant.
And you're going to be handling this one through your website?
We'll be handling it through our website, so any of your preferred search engines, just go in there, and we appreciate all the help we can get.
Well, good luck with that. Deputy Chairman Kevin Tansley for the Night Shelter, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
After the break on 39 Dunedin News, more